But not only that, Mr Chair, they can buy...
The Honourable Mr Chair.
Chairman, I've got a few questions to put to the Minister regarding process, and the reason that I'm going to concentrate on process is straightforwardly that I think I'm entitled to say that I've worked enough with the Minister over the years on enough legislation to know that he has a certain style when it comes to the development and promulgation of policy and legislation, and that, as far as I can tell, that style is not at play today. I could, however, be wrong, and it seems to me that the Minister, who has already given an explanation to the House about how these things have come about, may like to rise and give us some further detail. I wonder if the Minister would tell us why it is that when the changes were announced in May, that there was not time for a select committee process to be put in place for legislation which comes into being on the 1st of April the following year. So about 10 or 11 months. Why was that not possible? That's kind of the first question. I'd be grateful if the Minister would take us through the consultation processes, see how the time got eaten up, see whether or not a select committee process was possible, see what could have been done in parallel to ensure a select committee process, ask the question if it was able to be done in parallel, why wasn't it done, all of those sorts of things. The second question I have for the Minister is, did anyone know? It would be. I don't have the revenue spokespersonship in this party, so I couldn't be expected to know. But those who do, or have finance, or have other interests in select committees that might have dealt with this, seem to be. My own colleagues seem to have been caught short, and so they didn't know, and that makes me wonder who did. Who did know that this would not go to a select committee? Who did know that we would have a large SOP that was not subject to the ordinary scrutiny of the parliamentary process? Did the various experts who were contributing to the discussion paper, did the people who were responding to the draft legislation which was put out into the public arena, did they know that this was instead of a select committee process? And if the Minister would be good enough to give us some indication on that. I think, some body language would suggest the Minister will get to his feet, in which case I happily yield.
Mr Chairman. The Honourable Peter Dunn.
Mr Chairman.